What's going on, family? Welcome back to Israel's Movie Reviews. And today we're going to be reviewing Encounter. I encountered this movie on Amazon Prime about a month ago, and I thought it was exceptional. This stars Riz Ahmed, Octavia Spencer in the lead roles, and this story is basically about two brothers who embark on a journey with their father, who is trying to protect them from an alien threat. Right? Sounds plain enough, but I was pleasantly surprised by this sci-fi thriller. Malik Khan, played by Riz Ahmed, is a decorated U.S. Marine. He takes his young sons, Jay and Bobby, on a cross-county trip to escape invading alien threats, which are parasites that he says are circulating among them as a community. After a long stint away from his children, Malik uses the trip as an opportunity to make up for lost time. He's away from his children for about 7 years. You come to find out that he's dealing with a lot of things, especially since he was in the military. He suffered from PTSD. And after a long stint away, he uses the trip as an opportunity to make up for this lost time, bonding with his sons and putting them through rituals of becoming men. Meanwhile, they're very young, right? But behind the scenes, his grip on reality is called into question as his parole officer, played by Octavia Spencer, is called in to help investigators trying to track him down, because obviously his ex-wife didn't just give the kids to him. He went, brutally beat them, tied them down in their own home, and eventually took his kids. This cross-country road trip is a familiar framework for American films, right? As is the possibility of different life forms entering our environment. We've seen plenty of alien movies, but Encounter from director Michael Pierce takes these familiar concepts and he blends them together to create something completely unique and striking, in my humble opinion. I love the way he mind fucked us in this movie. As others have noted, it's misleading as a sci-fi film, and it does it a disservice, starting off as not terribly interesting, but it's interesting at the same time. This, coming into it, I thought it was going to be a science fiction kind, alien invasion type film, before morphing into something unexpected and revelatory. In the lead role, Ahmed carries this film to a T. This man is a phenomenal actor. He carries everything with an understated intensity that's needed in the film, that always brims just beneath the surface, presenting an image of a determined but apparently stable man, right? He's playing someone that has an issue, which is PTSD, but at the same time portraying to himself like nothing's wrong, to his children. So I think he knocks it out the park with that. And you think he's a stable man, but it takes a surprising turn, taking him down the film, down a different path, touching on themes, like I said, of PTSD and mental illness, which is nothing to joke at. It gives an interesting variation on the road trip film, told from the angle of a brown-skinned family heading into the American outback, which runs in, which you don't get to see often in film or in reality in general. You don't get to see somebody with a Pakistani background in this film go through what he goes through. And it's crazy because this movie has profiling cops, guns, nuts, and basic general hostility towards this main antagonist. And it's crazy. The standard opening is enough to cause you to lose interest early on, But if you can work through it, you'll be treated as something revelatory and very, very pleasantly surprising. I feel like he definitely nailed it out the park. The movie is stunning. Visually, the cinematography to me was gorgeous. I feel like Riz Ahmed, a lot of the projects that he takes are usually great projects. Riz Ahmed is one of those actors who rarely makes a bad movie. At the moment, he's on a hot streak of really good films, and Encounter is no different. Although I'd argue that Riz probably isn't the star of the film, it's the two actors who play his sons. These kids really stand out in the movie, but Riz Ahmed obviously is the lead role. These circumstances in this film bring out the best of all these characters. And just going into it, no, you're not going into a sci-fi film at all. This is an extremely well-acted drama thriller with Riz Ahmed in the front of it, who gives a stellar performance. And, Octavia Spencer is nothing short of spectacular. I love this film. Father who loves his children so much that he kidnaps them. He's completely outright in his head, but he thinks he's doing the right thing. And not that I can agree with him, but I can share his sentiment. Go check this movie out. Definitely, and let me know what you think. I gave this movie a 6 out of 10, but definitely worth watching, sitting down. It's a slow burn in the beginning, but it definitely picks up the pace. And that's basically the review. Go ahead and like this video if you go ahead and enjoyed it. If you want more content from me, subscribe and hit that notification bell. To the next one. Peace.